All right, now let's bring all the components together. Yeah, especially on change of the marketing, on change of channel partner combo box, we wanted to refresh the list of available partners, isn't it? So let's go back to the design once and then see how the components are positioned in our or positioned on the Lightning app page. So as you can just see, master container is the one which is holding the component partner search, right, and partner search result. So if I find a way to share data from this child component, so partner search and partner search result both are the child components of master container, right, which is the parent component here. So if I find a way to share data from partner search to partner search result from this child component to this child component, then I can able to refresh the results, isn't it, based on the channel partner being selected in partner search. So for this one, right, the one common connection between partner search and partner search result is the master container. Other than that, both are independent components, right? But there is one common connection, which is master container. So we're going to use this design as for our leverage, as a leverage to, share data between the two components, partner search and partner search result. How? Let's look at this simple design. So basically, it's going to be a two-step approach, very simple. We're going to use both custom events and API decorator, the public property. So both the concepts to get this achieved. So two steps. Step one, from partner search. Whenever a user chooses a channel partner, we would like to use custom events to send the selected partner type ID to the master container using custom events. So this is, sending data from the child component to the parent component, right? As soon as the master container receives the data, then it can use a public property. It can use API decorator as an public property concept to send data from here to the partner search result. That's all it is. That is our step two, as you can just see. Using API decorator, we can share the selected partner type ID to the partner search result. And back in the partner search result, the code has already been written. Once it receives a partner type ID, then automatically, right, that Apex method, will simply, bring only the matching channel partners. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do it very quickly. Let's start with the partner search and then first, use custom events and then send the selected partner type ID to the master container. So I'll go back to the code. We'll just start with the partner search first. Right here. Perfect. So, and also we'll bring the HTML. And the very first thing what I wanted to do is I just wanted to ensure the selected partner type, the ID of the selected partner type, right? The channel partner type is being captured. So we have this on change, isn't it? So let me just go to this handle change right here, isn't it? So let's have a constant partner type ID equal to. So whenever the user changes a channel partner in the dropdown, certainly this will trigger an event, isn't it? So from that event, so we have this detail property, and then we can just get the current value. So this will ensure that get selected channel partner type ID. So now we have the information, right? So what I will do is I will simply create a custom event. So create and dispatch custom event so that selected channel partner type ID is shared or is sent to master container component. So this is what we're going to do it. Just two lines of code is what we're gonna write. So I'll just say constant. I'll give a name partner type selected change event equal to new custom type. It's a class new custom event, and this will take two parameters. Number one, event name. Just like on click, on change, on double click, on mouse over it, I'm going to create or I'm going to give a custom name to my event. So in our case, let's choose our own event name. So let's give selected partner type. Yeah, that's going to be the name of my event. Come on. And let's pass the data that we wanted to send from our child component to the parent component, which is fairly simple. So we do have this detail property, and then we can just simply send the data, which is this. So let's just send this information. Yeah. Once a custom event is created, all we have to do is we simply have to dispatch this event. So for which we do have a dispatch event, and let's simply dispatch event, and let's pass the event which we just created. So that's all it is. We are done. So now we know the event has been dispatched. When the event is fired, it will carry the partner type ID. So this is what we are going to use it. The step one is completed. This is what we are going to use it back in the master container. Let's see how master container receives this data and then pass it back to the partner search result. Yeah. So this is done. Let's first save this. Let's deploy this first and then see if there are any compilation errors. Perfect. So there are no errors. All good. Let me close this one. Let's bring the master container now. So let's bring the JavaScript. Let's also bring the HTML. To start with, let's go to the HTML. And back in the HTML, what I'm going to do is I am going to receive this data, isn't it? Receive the data that is sent by the partner search, isn't it? So partner search, as we just exposed a custom event. Let's copy the custom event. Let's go back here. Since this is an event, right? A custom event, let's handle the way how we typically handle standard events like on change, on click. So all the events should prefix with on. So I'll just go with the on as a prefix and then simply paste that event, the custom event that has been exposed. Yeah. And once the event is triggered, right? I just wanted to hand over um, you know, that event, hand over that event, hand over processing that event to a function. Let's say I have a function called handle selected partner type event. So that's the name of my function. Let's copy this. Let's go to the master container. Let's simply handle the event. Okay, so I would like to introduce a new property with the name selected partner type ID. Yeah. So this is the name of the property. Right, let's say by default it is empty, and as soon as the event was fired from the child component, I would like to read the value and store it back in the property. So this is what is going to happen. As you know, partner search, yeah, partner search is passing this data, isn't it? Partner type ID, and you will find or you will be able to read that value using our detail property. That's it. So selected ID is done. Selected partner type ID is done. So now all we have to do is we just have to pass this information back to the next component partner search result. So let's do that as well. So let's focus on step 2. What is step 2? It's like using API decorator and share selected partner type ID to partner search result. Okay, let's first gain or let's first deploy the changes. Okay, and then see if there are any compilation errors. I hope there shouldn't be. Let's go wait and then see. Yeah, so it's just been deployed successfully. Let us go back and then go and then find our partner search result. This is where it is, right? So partner search result JS. All right. So what I would like to do is I would like to introduce a public property, and for which let's first add the decorator, and then so this is where we have the channel partner ID, right? Partner type ID. So simply expose this channel partner type ID, right, as an API public property. So this is my public property that receives a selected partner type ID, right? So I don't think I need to initialize this value as an empty. So now right now this is a public property, right? So let's use this back in our master container. So in the master container, right here in the HTML, let's use this public property. I'll copy this one and then put it right here. Yeah. So let's follow HTML standards and also kebab case, which is a kebab case, right? So each word is going to be separated by the delimited hyphen, and also yeah, let me do this. So this will be two. Let me change the property name for a bit. Instead of this, I'll just use a lowercase. Yeah. So ID, and you have type, you have partner. Perfect. So the value to this property is going to come from the JS controller. So what I'll do is in the master container, if you just take a look, so this is where we are holding the selected partner type ID, right? So we'll just simply pass that information to the partner search result. That's all it is. So we just exposed a public property in the child component, and then back in the parent component we are using the child property as an attribute and then sending the data, right? So that's it. So this is also done. So let's try to deploy this. So we just completed both the steps. Now it is time to test whether it works or not. So deployment has been completed. Let's go back and then refresh this page. To be on the safer side, let me, okay, looks like some error. Unknown property channel partner type ID. Okay, let's try to, there is some issue with the deployment, in the code builder. I made a change in the partner search result, yeah, but that did not get deployed. Let's try to deploy this again. Right click, deploy source to org, and also there is a spelling error. Partner type ID, it's not D, it's B. Yeah, good. So let me deploy that as well. So both partner search result and partner and master container both have been deployed. Let's go back now and let's refresh the page and at the same time clear the cache. Let's see what happens. Good. So now, it just started working. Let's try to select marketing partner, and you can just see this, right? It just shows only the marketing partner. If I just choose something else, it just shows no partners found. If I choose technology partner, I'll just see only the technology partners. Yeah. So this way, and by default, it will show all the partners for me. So this way, we can able to bring all the components together, all right? And based on the partner type being selected, the available partners are shown in this component, right? So in summary, this is what we have done. Yeah, we managed to use custom events to send data from the child component to the parent component, and also we used at the rate API, basically the API decorator, a public property, right, to to receive data, from a parent component to the child component. So this way, yeah, we managed to build our part one of our project. So going forward, let us focus on part two of our project, where when I click on a particular partner, I want to see more details about the partner. Not only that, I want to see the partner POC's location, and also I should give an ability to the sales team to provide review about the partner. So that's part two of our project. We will just focus on in the next video.